Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play some Tetris 99. We've been getting a lot of really good performances. You know, don't get me wrong. We picked up a couple of wins recently, but there's definitely also room for improvement. Could have had 2 wins pretty easily in the last episode. Just one little brain fart, all of a sudden becomes impossible. I mean, he was sending us some really good garbage in the end. It wasn't like we totally threw, but we made his job probably like 5 times easier by, you know, by the way that we built our run. Built that tower towards the end. So, honestly, I think it's good. I mean, this is a situation you want to be in without being like overly simplistic. It's always nice to know what needs to be done in order to improve. You know what I mean? That's not to say I don't have regrets, you know, over some of our recent performances. It's merely... It's a bit of a wild one. It's merely to also suggest that it's always nice to have, you know, actionable feedback that we can draw upon. Okay, that's actually still fine. Certainly pretty bad. Not the way you want to get that done, but like, it's not like we're at urgent... Never mind. We're apparently at urgent risk of deletion. We've attracted the attention of somebody. I would go so far as to suggest what likely happened there is we made a good player somewhat upset with the way that we targeted early, and I can't say I blame him, you know? He's probably saying the, you know, discourse similar to the discourse that I put out right now. He's going, oh, if you want a huge step to the champ, you better not miss, and other such malarkey that has no basis in reality. But whatever. Dude, I took a little peep at his structure there. That's not a man I want to mess with right now. Based on my limited understanding of Tetris, I'll tell you, I think he's got a pretty solid thing going on there, and I would welcome perhaps a better player to eliminate him before the end of the game, so that hopefully I don't have to. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, we're waiting on long piece. Got it. No attackers though. Like that's the spicy thing there. You always want to see a few more attackers than that. This will send a little double Tetris here. It looks like a realistic chance of a KO in there. Ooh, this is a slightly unfortunate situation, rendered completely fine. I haven't decided how I feel about the Donkey Kong meta, by the way. I think I kind of prefer regular Tetris 99, but on the spectrum of new themes, could be worse, let's put it that way. Didn't actually cultivate very much aggression there, which is nice. Okay, we can just build like so. A little spice, do something like that. I feel like we've been sent a disproportionately low amount of garbage so far, so I'm waiting for something to immediately make me want to eat my words. Okay, we cultivated some aggression on that one. We gotta... Okay, actually, this is totally okay, but it looks pretty bad. I'll be the first to tell you. Anytime you find yourself begging for a square piece, you've probably screwed up somewhere down the line. Please do me the ultimate service of giving me that long piece. Thank you so much. I really, sincerely appreciate it. We gotta get ourselves out. Oh, which is not... That's not the way you do that one. Oh, that's not abundantly clear. Okay, we should go back on KOs. We should go back on attackers. It's extremely spiced. I'm not so much worried about, oh, we should never have built on the garbage hole like that. Yeah. That's my bad. 100% my bad. We didn't get yeeted by a guy. We got yeeted by multiple people there. It's the classic mistake, you know? You cultivate aggression. You're holding the whole world, the universe in the palm of your hands. You place one piece wrong. All of a sudden, you got 3 good people coming after you. 10 also rans that are just like, me too, me too. Nah. That was my mistake. We threw it away. But again, life goes on. You can't, you know, if you want to have a long career in Tetris 99, I think a long career requires a short memory. You know what I mean? Short memory meaning you don't remember the garbage I'm building here. Short memory meaning, you know, you gotta forgive yourself for your own mistakes. You can't just be like, don't be out random, you madman. You can't just be like, you know, beating yourself up over every single loss. We do have a orange piece coming up here, so we can afford to do something like this. Allows us to get back into a fairly okay situation. We got a blue bee coming up next. It's unfortunate, but I think you do it like this. Send your orange piece. What's our major mistake right now? You don't need me to tell you, but, you know, we might as well talk about it. This one might just be instant eat. Or not. My mistake right now is creating way too many situations where I need a long piece in order to bail us out. I'll tell you, though. You do love to see it. What is it in this context? You love to see the people that attacked you struggling with their own garbage. Because it's really, it's not their own garbage. It's my garbage, silly. That's the garbage you sent to me. We're making a lot of enemies. Let's put it that way. You got it clear. I hate it, but you got it clear. You still hate it, but you got it clear. It's okay. A very Dan Giesling sort of run right now. They got ball players too. I like this. This is like my ideal Tetris 99 run. A lot of spice, a lot of aggression. Not great optics for victory, because we're wasting way too much time fighting each other. But it's fun. And sometimes you gotta be creative. Like that. Extremely I hate it voice. I hate it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, that one screwed us. Okay, that one never got off the ground, let's be honest. Never got off the ground on that one. We're having a little bit of a slump. Wouldn't you say, Ruka? Little Nutty Professor 2? What do you think about that one? Cats, a very selfish animal. I love them, but very selfish. When I want to sleep, they wake me up. When they want to sleep, if I pet them, they're like, what are you doing? You madman? His face right now is like... He's barely tolerating it. Okay. This one, play better. I don't know why I'm shouting, by the way. It's the Tetris 99 endorphins, dude. Okay. No life lessons on this one. Just good performances. The only... Okay, immediate life lesson. Never fear using a long piece to accomplish a purpose. Oh! Would we rather use a long piece to send a Tetris? Oh, absolutely. But sometimes you gotta use a long piece just to do something. You know what I mean? And if you're able to do that, you know, much better to use a long piece for a suboptimal purpose than to die with a long piece burning a hole in your pocket. Don't know about this one. We do know about this one. Honestly, I actually think the Donkey Kong theme is pretty solid for getting a better idea of how your combos are helping. I feel like the combo noise, for whatever reason, just fits into my brain better. Okay, screwed that one up, but that's okay. That should be a reasonable expectation of a KO. Sometimes you just got to accept, you got to bust up your tower a little bit. It's okay, you can find a way to get rid of that. Good work. Dump it. Store it. Little spiced. Oh, okay. That, you know what? Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. That, I mean, it obviously is not a blessing in disguise. It's a curse in plain view. But it did force me to undo my tower, which might actually be advantageous moving forward. We're in an absolutely terrible situation so far, though. There you go. You clear it in such a way that it gets the tower out of there, opens up the garbage hole for you. Might as well. There you go. You got a little momentum out of it. No complaints there. Send it again. You got combos going. While you got combos going, you send KOs. Very simple rule. A lot of Tetris players would tell you not to build the sort of garbage I'm building right now. That's how you know that they're not to be trusted, and I am the only true Tetris mastermind operating on this level. Haha. Just a little bit longer till you get to the long piece. Don't target me with aggression. We got ourselves out of KO status. Okay. Fair enough. Can't expect to live your life free of aggression on all fronts. Something like that, you know, honestly helps keep the mental gears lubricated. Might have looked like I puzzled out a genius move there. It was honestly largely just circumstance. Okay, that was... Speaking of genius moves. How's that for a genius move for you? The joke is, the answer to that is, it was not very genius. Not very genius at all. Okay, you free that. No attackers. That's, honestly, we got insanely lucky to have no dedicated attackers for that section. Our life could have been disastrous. Every once in a while, you just gotta do something like that to keep yourself going. Prefer, honestly, to use something like this just so we break the garbage hole. Usually, you get a little aggression, you know there's more coming, so just trying to keep agile here. Stay clearing. Very bad optics on this run from the perspective of trying to win. We need a lot more KOs. We're only 25% up, but you know that's the beauty of it. You kill one player, if they're a badge lord, all of a sudden life becomes that much easier. This is not an insurmountable? It's not an insurmountable amount of aggression from other players right now. Oh, there's still nothing like it, man. When you actually execute a plan, like, sort of properly, this seems a little painful. There's a very sensible opportunity for us to get the heck out of town there. Okay, now it's up to you. You gotta make him pay. Oh, that's gonna make it a little tougher to get the payment, honestly. As of right now, whether or not we win, which, I mean, should be pretty clear, it's a tough sell. We've actually gotten absurdly lucky on this run. Might not necessarily appear as such, but there have been, like, a wide variety of situations where we've made some pretty catastrophic mistakes and been relatively unpenalized. I hate that, but we had to do it. Radio silence of the undeserved variety. No, not yet. Not yet. Let me place one more piece. Yeah, we played like absolute trash there. Honestly, the fact that we managed to stay in the mix is very surprising. We, just by the grace of Anton Tetris, were we able to stay up at the front there. Just constantly beset on all sides by despair. That's okay. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get unlucky. Sometimes you get a lucky win, sometimes you get an unlucky win. I'll take what I can get. That was a lucky loss, which I guess is probably the worst possible outcome, but, you know, you're assuming I have any degree of control, sure, over the way that I play on any given run. I sort of do, I guess, but, ooh, that was a bit idiotic, but okay, plug the hole. There you go. There you go. But very shortly, recommend starting to send. Send them. Send them. Too many. Too many good pieces right now. Give me some garbage, dude. This is... I can't live with these pieces. You might be asking me, NL, what was up with that placement right there? I wish I could tell you. Sometimes we find ourselves in this spot, and it's like, you know, a Larry David movie from the mid-2000s. Whatever works. Ironically, not a very good film at all. I was gonna say not that good, but that's, even just that is a pretty, you're doing it a great favor by not being honest, honestly. Okay, good. We're back. We got 2 KOs for our, for all the mistakes that were accomplished there. We got a well ready to be constructed. Everything's looking fairly hunky-dory right now. Gotta do something like that now and then. Just keep this safe, keep it secret. Gandalf the Grey strats. I'm not a single Tetris man. I don't even want to be a double Tetris man. Honestly, I consider myself more of a... Like, I'd like to send a quadruple Tetris, if at all possible. Trust me, I recognize there's a hole in the patchwork here. We'll get that taken care of. Now we got a well again. Now we got a well again. Now we got a well again. 3 KOs. Acceptable for the time being. I wish I could play at this speed at all times. Wrong move, brother. Maybe that's why we can't play at that speed at all times. I don't love having a hole in the patchwork here. Oh, thank you, an anonymous cheerer. Thank you. It looks very suspicious, you know, to have somebody cheer in the middle of a YouTube video. It's like when a magician is like, hey, can I get a volunteer from the audience? Hey, you, madam, I've never seen you before. And then, you know, when you investigate it later, you're like, turns out they're actually legally married. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Very thankful. Thank you. Blue piece coming up. Acceptable. Give him one of these. Honestly, just take me back down a little bit here. I do want to save some long pieces. Orange pieces next. Okay. Next of the orange and blues. Just that's not clear. Why would it be? Because I didn't explain it as such at all. Quick little send. It's okay. It's bad, but it's okay. No, not like this. Not like this. You send it to me. You receive some in return. One wrong piece. That was a wrong piece, wrong time situation. We put a wrong piece in, and I was like, it's fine. Nothing's going wrong. But then, it's like American Gladiator. Laser just saw you stumble. He's taking his 280-pound American muscle frame. He's knocking you off the platform. There's nothing you could do once you've already made that initial mistake at that pivotal moment. Right, Ruka? It's okay. Not getting disheartened. We got at least one more in us here. You just go, shake it out. Shake it out. There's your shake it out exercise for the day. Loosen up. Tighten up. Loosen up. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nothing to fear. The placement there was really nasty, but on our last run, I mean, not specifically that exact placement right there, but anyway. Anyway. Whoa. Excuse me, sir. I'm very lucky I had a piece in reserve, but it was kind of a ruthless way to start the run with a send of that magnitude. I don't know who hurt you, but it was not me, I think. This brings me no fear. One attacker? No. Triple Tetris send is about to ruin somebody's day. That's kind of... You only have that situation happen when you get lucky, so I just... I'll just say thank you for that one. Even if it doesn't get a kill, and it appears to have not. Still, thank you for the opportunity. For me, a triple Tetris is... that's a luck-based situation. Okay, we're looking for a bluebie. Got a bluebie. Easy sends. Still going KOs. I think it's been a little bit of my major mistake past few videos. A little bit aggressive. Going for attackers. Some situations is definitely the play. Part of the issue for me is I don't exactly know what situations. Good pace of play. The pace of play. The pace of play. You know this one? Classic. Old classic song. We'd much rather fill that hole there with a bluebie. Given the opportunity. We were given the opportunity. You know what? We weren't given the opportunity. We gave the opportunity to ourselves. When it's got to be done, it's got to be done. Playing a pretty smooth game so far. No complaints in the game's smoothness department for the time being. plug that gap. Still fine, but you definitely, you know, you can't afford to be too greedy on the sends here. Just want to make sure you're still getting something accomplished here. You could line up a T-spin. My T-spin mojo is not high, though. I can't believe we're at 0 KOs. Like, I feel like we played a very smooth game. There's only one conceivable explanation. There is a Tetris weasel taking my KOs. My controller became possessed, by the way, right there. But I'm not gonna complain, because it put the piece in the exact right position for me. It was one of the few good possessions. But yeah, some Tetris 99 weasels are hanging out. Sniping our kills right as we're about to get them. Now, to be clear, I don't actually believe this is happening. But in my experience, if I can turn the audience against a common enemy, even one I invented myself, it's a plus 10 to audience engagement. And it gives you a 65% chance to create an inside joke, also known as a meme in the modern parlance. Both of which carry their own benefits. Okay. Cultivated a little aggression here. Or a lot of aggression. Okay. We burned it off. I'm disappointed to see that we burned it off, to be honest, because I thought we had a pretty good thing going there. But you know what? It's actually like a really nice wake-up call. Just to put me back to the bottom here. Okay. Alright. Well, what can you say about this that would make it seem less bad? Doesn't exist. That was just a very poor bit of performance from us. I think just keep it safe here. We got a lot of attackers, but we're down at the bottom. This is a good situation for us to have a lot of attackers, but be in a position where we can tackle them. Doesn't bother me. We are 50% damage up, which means we killed a badged leader of some variety. Only one attacker right now. Let's not get too greed focused. So many long pieces. It hurts because you know when you see that many long pieces, it means you're not likely to get too many more in the future. Okay, we knew that KO was happening. In the immediate future, I should say. Sorry. Sometimes in Tetris 99, you say things that they only make sense given context, but it's hard to give them context. You know, in the midst of the highest octane video game performance you've had in your entire life. Just the way she goes. Okay, we needed something like this. Something like that. This is actually a really nice way for us to rebuild a little bit. And now we're in full radio silence strats. I'll see you on the other side. And probably consistently keep talking nonetheless, but... No. Okay. We got hit with some sauce at the end. I can live with it. But you know, one bad piece, it looks like that was what catalyzed it, but honestly, I think we attracted the attention of the Eye of Sauron there at the end. Still a great run. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. I've said a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!